Hi everyone, welcome to this History Tour with Holly video. I'm out at Corran Forest at the moment and I thought it would be an ideal place to make the video about the book I've just finished, Wild Journeys by Bruce Ansley. Bruce Ansley is a journalist based in Christchurch in New Zealand, and it was fascinating because I've never been to New Zealand. I've never really learned much about its history. So it's fascinating reading a book to just learn about its history and its geography, because Wild Journeys is all about different explorers and the Maori inhabitants before them and the journeys they've taken. One of the more interesting ones at the beginning of the book is about escaped prisoner George Field and how he was a serial escapist, and just about the legend that surrounded him. And that was fascinating when he went to the volcanic areas and learning about the sulfur and how people just inhale it and die. And it was, anyway, really interesting. Probably not the best book to read at the moment, given that it just makes me nostalgic for going places and we can't go anywhere. Thanks, COVID. Anyway, but the thing I wanted to sort of connect with was just that sense of adventure that people have inside them, and the sense of how that's different for everyone. Some people are just so adventurous and just want to be pushing themselves constantly and going off places constantly. They have so much energy for that. And other people, not so much. So there were a couple of times in the book where Bruce had left a note for his wife about where he was going next on his travels. And one of her friends said, "That sounds like a suicide note." You know, not that it was, obviously, but just because of the place he was going was so dangerous that there's no point going. In a minute. Anyway, so I just really thought about that. Like, and I guess I was thinking about me and my husband. Like, I'm quite adventurous and he's more of a let's stay home person. Like, he's keen on some things, but yeah, it's just interesting when the two personalities don't, get together, and the challenge of, finding the compromise. Anyway, that was my thoughts about Wild Journeys by Bruce Ansley. I highly recommend it. It's a really fascinating history and very sympathetic to the Maori interactions with the European invaders, I guess. Sympathetic to their history, and it made me think like how much better New Zealand is at that than we are. You know, like how much more respectful they are of their original inhabitants than we are in Australia. Anyway, I highly recommend it. Thanks for listening and watching. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you like these videos. Bye.